Managing your construction drawing set should be an easy process. Doing things like labeling your drawings, it should be super simple, and that we can do in Autodesk Build. So I'm going to show you today how to do that. We're going to come in to our Sheets section of Autodesk Build, and within the sheets, we are going to go ahead and upload two different sets of drawing sheets. There are two ways that we can get the sheets in here. One is from a PDF file, and the other is from a Revit file in the sheets from those Revit files. I'm working off PDFs today just to make it very, very simple. I can go ahead and drag and drop those files from my desktop. I can grab them from my computer or grabbing them from the files. So let's go ahead and grab some from the files. The next set I will drag and drop from my computer. So we're going to do the 75% CDs right now. I can go ahead and dump in a PDF document. It could be multiple of them, or it could be one PDF. So we're going to go ahead and add that in. And now I do need to label this myself. So I'm going to go ahead and call this 75 CDs. And then we need to give it an issuance date. This set actually doesn't have an issuance date, so I'm just going to go back to August 2024. We'll add that in. Now we're going to go and let it process the sheet numbers. So it's actually going to automatically label everything for me. This is something that I used to spend in other applications a lot of time doing the approval process for this, manually entering in the drawing sheet numbers, or having it do it for me only for it to sit there, the program, and have it spin and then crash my whole computer. So the Autodesk Construction Cloud and Autodesk Build is an amazing process. I love how it works. And we are going to go through here actually checking this out. I have the first two sheets of this drawing set actually don't have names on them. So I can go ahead and add in the names myself. I'm just going to label them as sheet 1 and sheet 2. And now that I have those labeled, I can go ahead and go through the QC of the rest of the drawing sheets. When I didn't have the name in here, I will show you, it does give me an error. So I can go and show just my sheets with error. It's making it really fast to go through those and adjust anything if needed. And now I can pull that off. So I do want to do a little bit of QC. It does really nicely show me where it's actually pulling that from the drawing sheet. So I can just look here side by side and see that A110 that the drawing sheet is, that is what it is pulling out for me. And I can continue going down through all these sheets and just make sure that everything looks right. If something doesn't look right on the drawing sheet, we actually do have the opportunity to adjust that. We can edit the sheet number. So I could do it in here manually, or I could go ahead and edit, what is coming in, edit it with rules if I want, for whatever reason. Maybe you have rules that you're adding, like an A or something to end of every sheet. Or I can go ahead and draw the sheet number area. So that one actually already had the sheet number area pulled in correctly. But if not, I can go ahead and I can add that, and I can save and apply it for that drawing sheet. And then it's going to pull and extract that for me. So if it does get it wrong, I can go ahead and have it grab it. So let's just go through the rest. There's actually one in here that doesn't look like it was right. Again, this sheet looks like it doesn't have a name, so we're just going to call it sheet number 3. Let me keep going through. Okay, so now I'm through all of this. I'm going to go next to the titles and the tags. So this is also grabbing the titles from all of the sheets. And it should automatically grab it for me. It looks like we did have kind of an issue here on some of these drawings. Let me go ahead and see. It didn't grab any of them. I'm not sure why that happened. But again, we can quickly go ahead. We can grab all the sheets and then we can grab the sheet title area. This is bringing me though to that sheet that doesn't have a title. So I can just go ahead and navigate to a sheet that actually does have the title. I can grab this same tool over here on the right and grab the entire area where this box is. Hopefully that's the same for all of my different disciplines. If not, I can do this for each discipline one at a time, and I can grab the ones for that discipline. So this should take a pretty quick time here to process and do all of that for me. So again, some of these didn't actually have a title. And these ones we can see here, it's got basement floor plan and basement floor plan. And then we can continue going through and doing our quick quality control. Looks like I do have some issues. It looks like my mechanical set here did not come out right. So let me grab those quickly. Looks like my plumbing set also had a problem. So it wasn't in the same spot for my different sets. Same with my structural. So we are just going to go ahead and grab all of those different ones. Probably could have done this in a better fashion for grabbing those. And we're going to do that sheet title area, and we're going to define that again in the new spot for these sheets. So we're going to go ahead and grab that there. We can also change the direction. So if it's like a vertical one, we can grab that. This one's left to right. So now we're going to go ahead and get those labels in properly for the mechanical, the plumbing, and the structural drawings that we have here. While that is running and processing, we also can go ahead and tag our sheets. So we can edit what tags we have. We can add in new tags and add them for different sheets. So if I wanted to add a tag for like floor plan, I could do that. If I have like a specific views that I want. So however you want to tag your drawing sheets, you can add tags in here. Okay, so it looks like these all now worked properly. So we can go ahead and publish the sheets. This is now making everything searchable, filterable, and all my sheets are going to come into my sheets section here. So we have our search functionality and all of our drawing sheets here. Over time, it will also process things like my my callouts, so I can flip from sheet to sheet. That will take a little bit longer for that to process. It's just doing that all in the background, but it does instantly make all of these drawing sheets available for me and anyone else on the project. My plan was not to go through sheet navigation and anything about sheets in this video, specifically about uploading sheets. If all you wanted to see was just how to upload sheets, feel free to stop watching the video. But if you're curious about uploading another version of the drawing sheets, that is what I'm going to go into right now. So we're going to do that same process again, but with my 100 CD set. And this time I'm actually going to go ahead and drag and drop them from my computer. I actually, for my 100 CD, I don't have mechanical and plumbing drawings. I just have these 3 disciplines. So it will show for some that I have 1 version and some that I will have 2 versions. So I'm going to have a mix, which I think is a great thing to show here. So these are uploading. It does take a second longer, being that I'm dragging and dropping from my computer rather than grabbing them from the drawing files. Just it is doing a little bit extra processing there. So once that's done, we're going to go through and add in here the version name. So I'm going to call this one 100 CDs. And since this one is a newer date and we want this one to show up first, I'm going to have that as a later issuance date than the last one. If I wanted to add though to an existing set, if I'm doing like different disciplines as once, I can also do that there and add it to an existing, but I'm doing a new version right now. It's going ahead now and it is processing those sheet numbers in the same manner that we did before. At the same time, it is finding those different versions. So my version 1 with my version 2. So we can see here with this electrical drawing, this E111, it has my 2 different versions there. So I can see that I actually have a 75 CD version of that. And now I have the 100 CD version. So we'll go through and we will do our quality control here. Just make sure everything looks good. So far, looks like everything looks good. We're gonna just let this finish processing. And I will talk about if I'm uploading in the new version, drawings that I don't have in version 1, it's just gonna give me the same thing as before, but it won't have the 75 CD there because it only has the 100 CD version of that drawing sheet. So it will, have me go through that same process with the sheet numbers. So it will look similar to this and similar to what we did before, kind of a mix in between. All right. So now that all the preparation is done, we're going to go ahead and move into the titles and tags. It is pulling this from what we had before. So this should all be ready for us to go. So we're just going to do some quality control. Everything looks great. And now we can go ahead and publish those sheets. So we'll give this a second here. And now we can go ahead and view our sheets. So now we have all of our sheets uploaded. I don't know how long that was, maybe just a handful of minutes to actually upload all of our drawings, start to finish, have it automatically label everything for me from the title box of the drawing sheets to in a usable sheet with a title where now I can search for that title. I can search for the contents of the drawing sheet, really saving me a whole lot of time for managing my construction set. I hope that this was helpful for you and you understand a little bit more about how to upload drawing sheets, how impactful it is, and how fast it is to do this workflow inside of Autodesk Build. And I would say pretty confidently faster than any other product that I have ever seen on the market, and one that's not going to crash your computer. If this was a valuable video for you, please add into the comments, like, and subscribe, and let me know if there are any other videos or workflows that you want me to create. Happy to do so. Thank you.